This is the Frieze.
Good inning for Montgomery. He strikes out Bogarts. Lined into center field. Did he catch it? He says he did.
Shoestring catch. You really can't hit the deck. You just have to reach. It's all or...
The 0-2. Lined and caught by Gleyber Torres. 3-1. Grounded to short. On Dalby. Swing and a miss. Got him.
It fools you.
Swing and a miss in the dirt. Chopped to the right side. Odor makes the play. Fly ball, shallow left center. That's going to dunk in for a base hit. Mishandled by Verdugo. Here comes LeMahieu. Fly ball, right field, deep, going back Renfroe. And he makes the play. Basket catch. Gardner will score easily.
There's a shot. That one driven. Gardner on the move. Can't get it. Here comes Durant. He's coming in. He scores!
Fly ball. That should get it done. It will get it done. Verdugo with the catch. Tagging is Wade.
First pitch swinging. Fly ball right field. Allen backing up. Game over. He'll make the catch. Here comes Xander. In to score.
Hey guys, no live show tonight. Got an early morning tomorrow, so we're doing the Frieze. Yankees in Boston tonight. It was another rainy night, another messy game. There was a rain delay in the 5th inning. Both offenses were pretty quiet early on. Monty looked really sharp with the curve early. Changeup was really good. He had just 21 pitches through the first 2 innings. So the fact that he was able to be so efficient early made it possible for him to come back after the rain delay in the 5th. Get to that in a minute. Estevan Florial made a great catch in the 2nd inning. He really can cover some ground out there. Monty got into some trouble in the 3rd, but he pitched out of it, made a couple of really big pitches in big spots. I love that guy. Yanks get a run on a Gleyber Torres ground out in the 4th inning to go up 1-0. Not the most exciting highlight, but it was a run. Tanner Houck, the starter for the Red Sox, has an amazing slider. I just want to put that out there. He reminds me of former Yankees prospect Jacob Lindgren. He was a first-round pick. He was left-handed, but his slider was so filthy, and he just never put it together with the Yankees. Had a number of injuries. Eventually, his elbow basically exploded. In the 5th inning, the rain was really coming down. The field was very sloppy. There was a slow roller to shortstop, and Bogarts got to the ball, but it was so wet that he couldn't make a throw to get Tyler Wade. And you could just see the water pooling on the infield. They pulled the tarp on in the top of the 5th with a runner on first base for the Yankees. Rain delay lasts about an hour, and when play resumed, the Yankees put one additional runner on, but ultimately do not score. Jordan Montgomery returns for the bottom of the 5th and has an easy inning to shut down the Red Sox. Gleyber Torres picked up a base hit up the middle in the top of the 6th, the Yankees' 3rd hit of the game at that point. I think that slowly but surely Gleyber Torres is starting to come out of it. Still not an impressive OPS, just 667, hitting just 242, but we've seen some home runs this week. We've seen some base hits. He's used the entire ball field, so I'm confident that Gleyber Torres may be coming out of it. And there were some rumors tonight that the Yankees are looking at Trevor Story. And if that happens, Gleyber Torres might move over to second base. That makes you wonder, though, what happens to that logjam of the infield? Does Luke Voigt get moved? Possibly in the deal to Colorado. That would be interesting. He would mash in Colorado. Monty was done after 5 1/3, 3 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. ERA for Jordan Montgomery down to 3.96. Sal Romano came in to get out of the inning. He did give up a base hit to J.D. Martinez, but then got the final out of the inning. Yankees do not score in the top of the 7th. Romano got 1 out in the bottom of the 7th, and then he was done. He exited for Lucas Litke. Litke proceeds to allow back-to-back base hits. And then there's a hard shot at Tyler Wade, which he knocks down, but loses the grip on the transfer as he tried to go to second. That loaded the bases for the Red Sox with 1 out. Kiki Hernandez popped one to medium shallow center field, and Estevan Florial actually made a pretty strong throw home, but the runner beat it with a headfirst slide to tie the game at 1 in the bottom of the 7th. Rougned Odor nails a runner at home to end the inning. Game tied at 1 after 7. Before we get to the ending of the game, I thought it was worth mentioning something that I should have mentioned at the top of the game, which is that the Rays, who the Yankees play next, picked up Nelson Cruz tonight in a trade. Nelson Cruz not only kills the Yankees, he hits a ton of home runs for everybody. He's been hitting forever. He's kind of what I envisioned Giancarlo Stanton to be once he became a full-time DH, just a guy who mashes every season. Now, Giancarlo has not kept up the pace of somebody like Nelson Cruz. Nelson Cruz has become incredibly consistent over the past few years, and he's going to really give the Yankees fits for the rest of this season. Rays, by the way, picked up a 5-4 victory in Cleveland tonight. Rays' record stands at 58-39, so they're just one win away from being 20 games over 500. Yankees entered tonight 6 games over 500. Our old friend Adam Ottavino came in to pitch for the Red Sox in the top of the 8th. He's been death on the Yankees all season. DJ LeMahieu immediately draws a walk, and then he steals second base. That was the Yankees' 8th stolen base in the last 4 games, after having 8 in the previous 41 games. Tells you how much their approach has changed. And then Brett Gardner walks to follow it up and put men on first and second with nobody out in the top of the 8th for Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton against the righty. It looked like he was consciously trying to hit the ball through the right side. He actually swung at a 1-1 pitch that was obviously a swing that he was trying to hit through the right side. So nice approach, but he ends up hooking one into left field, and DJ LeMahieu scores to give the Yankees the 2-1 lead in the top of the 8th. Big hit for Giancarlo Stanton. Yankees continue to play small ball. Rougned Odor lays down a bunt to move runners to second and third with 1 out. I love the approach of trying to do anything that you can to give yourself an advantage. Nice job by Rougned Odor there. Glaber hits the next pitch to the warning track in right field, and I'll tell you what, if we're at Yankee Stadium, it's a 3-run home run. In Boston, ends up being a sacrifice fly to make the Yankees lead 3-1. And then Rob Brantley came in, 2 outs and a runner on third, looking for a big hit. I'll tell you what, Rob Brantley kind of reminds me of one of the skinny meth heads from Breaking Bad. Anyway, Brantley strikes out swinging, and then Luis Cessa takes over in the bottom half of the inning. Tyler Wade made a really nice pick on a hard shot by J.D. Martinez with 1 out to pick up the second out of the inning. Renfroe hits a little nubber in front of the plate, which Brantley quickly pounces on and throws him out at first base to end the threat and send the game to the 9th inning. Estevan Florial reaches first base with a 1-out walk. He actually had a really good at-bat, but then he gets thrown out at second trying to advance. He does have good speed, and he's been having better at-bats than we were led to believe he would have. We were told that he was totally undisciplined, that he strikes out a million times, but to me, he's looked pretty good at the plate. He's looked pretty good on defense, and despite getting thrown out at second base, it's an aggressive move, and I'm not going to eat his lunch over that. I think he's done a nice job on the bases as well. I'm just really impressed with Estevan Florial. I'm a believer. Tyler Wade bounces out to end the threat, and Chad Green came on to try and shut it down in the 9th. Chad Green almost got out of it. He put 2 men on, but got 2 outs and then gave up a big 2-run double to Kiki Hernandez to tie the game at 3 in the bottom of the 9th. In the top of the 10th, Tyler Wade was on second base because of the Manfred rule, and DJ LeMahieu hit a slow dribbler to the mound, which allowed Wade to get over to third base with 1 out for Brett Gardner. Gardner does a nice job, hits a long fly ball to left center field that scores the run and gives the Yankees the 4-3 lead, once again with Brooks Kriske warming up in the bullpen one night after he pitched really, really well. I'm recording this as the game is happening, so I'm feeling good about this right now. Stanton strikes out to end the top of the 10th, and then Brooks Kriske immediately throws a wild pitch to allow the Manfred runner, ghost runner, whatever you want to call it, to get to third with nobody out and inject a little bit of life into the Boston crowd. Speaking of people who look like things, Brooks Kriske looks like one of those Halloween jack-o'-lanterns that gets left on somebody's porch until February. Anyway, Kriske throws a second wild pitch of the inning, this one about 1.5 feet outside on a breaking ball, and the run scores to tie it at 4 again at 11:49 p.m. Don't these Yankees and Red Sox realize that some of us have to work in the morning? Come on. Come on. Another ball in the dirt allows the runner to reach second base with nobody out. And then, believe it or not, yet another pitch hits the backstop. The Yankees ran out of pitching a week ago. So we're watching this live now. It's the bottom of the 10th, 2-2 count on J.D. Martinez. I told you during Yankees game day that the Yankees can't afford to give away any games in which they have a chance to win. These games are too important. Kriske strikes out J.D. Martinez on a high fastball for the first out of the inning. But that would be the final out he would get. Renfroe hits a sacrifice fly to right field, and Boston comes back to win 5-4 and snap the Yankees' 4-game win streak. That was a tough one.